Joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. So this is a created franchise on MLB 20, the show for the PlayStation 4. Name of the franchise is the Bronx Knights. They've been wedged into the American League West Division. It's my intention to play every inning of every game of a 162 game schedule. This is game number 135 of 162 and beyond. As you can see, it's the end of August, August 30th. The Knights are 88-46. They have a 15-game lead in the division over the second place Mariners, and Rangers are tied for second place. So let's jump into the next game in the schedule. It's a 4-game set. The reason why I say 4-game set is because the fourth game is in September 1st. So won the first 2 games. Well, actually split the first 2 games. Lost the first game of the set 7-5. Won the next game 9-2. So this is the third out of the fourth game. Let's rock and roll. Let's play this. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We have the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium. Looks good. Eli Ramos going for win number 19. Yeah, everybody looks good. Let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Playing against the Red Sox. Welcome for this Major League matchup as Boston Red Sox visit the Bronx Knights at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. On the mound for the Knights is Eli Ramos, making his 28th start of the season. He's 18-4, 18 wins, leads the American League. His ERA is 3.66, and he is the odds-on favorite for the American League Cy Young at this point, but still a month left to pitch. At the plate to lead off the ball game is Jose Altuve, 283, 15 homers, 58 runs batted in. First pitch of the game from Ramos. Pops it up. Ramos waves everybody else off, says, I got it. 1 pitch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Red Sox: Altuve at second, Al Kaline in right, Albert Pujols at first. Gurriel Jr. is the shortstop. Wilson Contreras is center. No, check that. It's the catcher. Tapia is in center. Dylan Carson's the DH. Anthony Santander is in left. And next up is Al Kaline. 296, 28 homers, 86 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bronx Knights are 88-46, first place in the AL West. That's Anthony Mello behind the plate and Max Lukulich in center field. Pitches outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Kaline. Al Kaline is a legendary player. I think he played for the Detroit Tigers, if I'm not mistaken, in the 50s or 60s or something like that. Strike 2, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes, 91 degrees. A little overcast here in the Bronx in this late August matchup. A little sticky. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. There's two outs. Nasty pitch.
That is third. The first baseman.
So with 2 away, up steps Albert Pujols. 336 homers, 89 runs batted in. Fouls off the inside fastball, strike 1. Breaking ball is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pujols is a future Hall of Famer, obviously. Jams him inside, slices into the stands, out of play. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Albert, Prince Albert. Grounds it up the middle and through. It is a 2-out single. for Pujols, and the inning will continue. It's ground ball with eyes.
Batting fourth, the shortstop,
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. steps up to the plate. The runner at first, 249, 32 homers, 86 runs batted in. Checks his swing, but it's in there regardless. Strike one. Just misses with the slider. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the circle change. Count is 1-2 on Gurriel Jr. Lazy fly ball to right, playable. LoCicero makes the catch to retire the side. So after half an inning of baseball, it is the Boston Red Sox nothing, Bronx Knights coming to bat. On the mound for the Red Sox, Frankie Montas, 10-7 with a 5.25 earned run average. His 27th start of the year. Leading off for the Bronx Knights is Mighty Max Lukelich, 313, 4 homers, 37 runs batted in. Starting center fielder for the American League in the All-Star game. Skies it to shallow left center field. On the run, Santander makes the catch for the first out. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights: Max Lukelich in center, Don Mattingly at first, Chris Ramos at second, Michael O'Rourke is in left, Jacob Salazar is a shortstop, Benny LoCicero in right, Matt Saps is your DH, Matt Termini is at third base, and Anthony Mello is batting ninth and playing catcher. 333, 22 homers, 91 runs batted in. Don Mattingly steps up to the plate, takes inside, strike one. Checks his swing, pitches high, count is evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Don Mattingly, all-star in the 80s and 90s for the New York Yankees. Hits a line drive double, or perhaps just a single, makes a big turn at first and will stay there. So it's a 1-out single for the hitman. Next up is, well, let's see the replay first, obviously. It's nice. It's been hot in August. The average up in the 330s. Chris Ramos, second baseman, 366, 53 homers, 143 runs batted in. Outside corner, strike one. He leads the American League in all 3 categories. Working on a Triple Crown season, but we have a month left to play. Pitch is low, count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Miss, no, outside corner, count is 1-2. Nasty pitch. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. Chris Ramos, that is. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Left fielder Michael O'Rourke is on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he pulls it high and deep, but it will curl into the seats. Out of play. Count remains full. And that's a deep drive to center, but playable for Tapia. 2 away. So next up is Michael O'Rourke, 350, 32 homers, 102 runs batted in. He brings an 11-game hitting streak into this contest. 2 away, runner at first, here in the bottom of the first. Yanks it to Pujols, steps on the bag, and the side is... No, wait. No, an error by Pujols. seems like a mental error. He's going to argue with the umpire that he stepped on the bag. So, runner at first and second, 2 away. Salazar, the shortstop for the Knights, 323, 16 homers, 88 runs batted in. The inning will continue. And it may boop in there. And it will. It's going to be an RBI single. Perhaps an RBI double. Point is, it's 1-0. The RBI will go to Jacob Salazar. 1-0 Knights. Next up is Benny LoCicero, 311 on the season, right fielder. Wraps it into the seats. Foul ball, strike one. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. Strike 2, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on LoCicero. And he hits a lazy fly ball to short center field. Out goes Gurriel Jr. to retire the side. But they do get a run on an RBI single by Jacob Salazar. And at the end of 1, it's 1-0 Knights. Top of the second, Wilson Contreras, the catcher, 254 batting average, 18 homers on the season. Swing and a miss at the 98-mile-an-hour fastball, strike 1. Line drive, foul. Count is 0-2 on Wilson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away here in the top of the second. Ramos' second strikeout of the game.
The center fielder, Ramiel Tapia.
So next up is Ramiel Tapia, 237, 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Inside off the plate, ball 1. Hits it to the only man on the left side of the infield. Matt Termini from the shortstop position throws him out. There's 2 away. So next up is Dylan Carson, 283, 16 homers, 50 runs batted in. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Inside corner, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the circle change. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Carson. Lazy fly ball to center. Lukalic makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Eli. After an inning and a half of baseball, the score is 1-0. Bronx Knights lead. Yeah. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Matthew Saps, the DH today. Sitting 296, 29 homers, 90 runs batted in. 10-game hitting streak. Pitch is high, ball 1.
One ball, 1 strike.
Went a little too far, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yanks it down the third base line. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bouncer to the third baseman. Fields throws in time, 1 away. Defensive alignment for the Boston Red Sox in the outfield from left to right is Santander, Tapia, and Kaline. And in the infield, Brett Batty, Gurriel Jr., Jose Altuve, Albert Pujols, and behind the plate, the catcher, Wilson Contreras. So Matt Termini, the third baseman, steps up with 1 out. 321, 10 homers, 70 runs batted in. Takes low for ball 1. Checks his swing. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Termini. 3-0 count. Catcher Anthony Millo is on deck. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he will not. I don't swing on 3-0. In there, strike 1. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's a 1-out walk for Termini. And the Knights have a base runner. Base runner.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 43.
So Anthony Millo, 240, 9 homers, 51 runs batted in. 1 out in the second, bottom of the second. Yanks it off the glove of the third baseman, picks it up, throws for the force at second. So it'll be a fielder's choice. Out at second, 2 away.
Number 39.
They'll trade places at first. So leadoff man steps up for his second plate appearance. Max Lukulich flew out in the first. He'll have a runner at first with 2 away. And it is a base hit to right. So we'll have 2 runners on and 2 out. Line drive single for Max.
The first baseman, number 23. John.
Next up is Don Mattingly. Bronx Knights first baseman. 334, 22 homers, 92 runs batted in. Inside corner, no, off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners lead off first and second. And that's got a chance to drop into the gap, and it will. That'll be an RBI double. Throw to the plate is not in time. It's a 2-run double for Don Mattingly. And the score is 3-0 Knights. Here's the replay. Tapia makes a strong throw to Altuve. Nice relay, but not in time. Max just has too much speed, and it's a 2-run double. 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. So next up is Chris Ramos with a runner at second. Flew out in the first. Outside, ball 1. Lazy fly ball to left. Curling. And at the line, he makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So they get 2 more runs on the RBI double by Mattingly. And at the end of 2, it's the Bronx Knights 3, the Boston Red Sox nothing. So we'll go to the top of the 3rd. Up steps Anthony Santander, hitting 268 on the season.
Number 25. Anthony Santander.
Swing and a miss at the fastball, 98 on the radar gun. So they haven't shifted to pull. Only Matt Termini on the left side of the infield. And it's a line drive, hard line drive, but there is Max Lukulich for the first out. Standings in the American League West, as you can see, the Bronx Knights lead the division 88-46. 14.5 game lead over both Texas and Seattle. So Brett Batty with 1 away steps up, 303, 25 homers, 78 runs batted in. Breaking ball in there at the knees, strike 1. Brett Batty is the 3rd baseman for the Boston Red Sox. Swing and a miss, the 99-mile-an-hour heater. He's got it. Certainly got the power arm on today. Count is 0-2. Lazy slicing line drive into the seats. The count will remain no balls and 2 strikes on batting. Ground ball to Termini. No, check that. Salazar at short. In time, 2 away. Wins in the American League. As you can see, Eli has the lead with 18. Things 3-0 leader today. 19 is on the board. His teammate Joey Pollard has 16 wins, is for 3rd place, if you notice. So, lineup turns over for the Red Sox. Jose Altuve is up with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Ground ball too short. Salazar throws across. Nice scoop out of the dirt by Mattingly. And the half inning is over. 2.5 has gone by. It's 3-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Bottom of the 3rd, up steps Michael O'Rourke. He reached on an error in the 1st inning, so he's 0 for 1. Up the middle, hard ground ball, base hit. So they lead off the inning with a single. And that's 12 games for Michael O'Rourke. So, Jacob Salazar, switch hitter batting from the left side. He has an RBI single today already. Pitch out, nothing doing. They are pitching out because Michael O'Rourke likes to steal. Salazar has 16 homers and 89 runs batted in on the season. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Right fielder Benny LoCicero is on deck. Low, ball 4. So he lost him. So we have 2 runners on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Up steps the power hitting Benny LoCicero. Popped out in the 1st inning. He's 1 for 6 in this series, but he does have 30 homers on the season. Swings and misses over the top of the split finger fastball, strike 1. That's a line drive, single to center. It is a base hit. Jacob makes the turn and heads home. It's an RBI single for Benny LoCicero. And the score is 4-0. Runners are at 1st and 3rd as the pitching coach makes the slow walk out to the mound to talk to Montas. 1st and 3rd with still nobody out. Next up is Matthew Saps, who's 0 for 1. And he yanks a line drive into the seats down the 3rd base line, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the split finger. Count is 0-2 on Saps. Saps bounces around the infield. Today is the DH. His natural position is 2nd base. Plays a little shortstop or 3rd. Again, another throw to 1st to keep LoCicero close. 1st and 3rd, nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checks his swing in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Contreras. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skies it to right. At the line. In the corner. Makes the catch. Tagging up. Throw to the plate is not in time. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Matthew Saps, and the score is 5-0. Bronx Knights. So Termini walked in the second, so no official at bat for him. 1 out, runner at first. 5-0 lead. Jams him inside, foul ball, strike one. So he's 14 for his last 28. It's a 500 average over the past 7 games. He has been really hot. LoCicero leads off first. Pitch is low, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Big lead at first, throw over there, gets back in. Trying to put himself in scoring position. You can just tell by his body language. And it is a lazy fly ball to center. Tapia settles under it, makes the catch, 2 away.
Now batting, number 43.
Anthony Millo grounded out. Fielder's choice scored a run. 2 away, runner at first. Out in front of the split finger fastball. Strike 1. Swing and a miss yet again. 0-2 on Anthony Millo. Lazy fly ball to left. Santander makes the catch to retire the side. But not before they score 2 more runs. And after 4 innings of base, check that, 3 innings of baseball, it's a 5-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. So we go to the top of the 4th. Al Kaline is up, he's 0 for 1. Line drive to right, and it will drop in there and roll to the 314 sign. Strong throw to second, but cut off by the cutoff man. It's a leadoff double for Al Kaline, his 28th of the season. Doubles leaders on the Red Sox. Kaline is behind Jose Altuve for the team lead. So next up is Pujols, singled in the first inning. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Singled in the first, averages at 301. Runner at second, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Just misses. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. So ground ball, looks him back to second. Salazar throws to first. 1 away.
The bat, number 13.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Runner in scoring position. Late on the fastball, 98 on the radar gun, strike 1. Line drive, in comes O'Rourke to make the catch for the second out. Nice play by O'Rourke. Here comes the replay. Line drive that could have been a hit, but made up the distance quite nicely. So Wilson Contreras struck out in the second. Outside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the inside.
0-2.
Curveball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Upstairs behind home plate, count remains no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Runner at second, leads off. Swing and a miss, the slider. Strike 3. So after 3.5, it's 5-0, the Knights lead. So let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Max Lukulich. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Scored a run, like he always does. Slow roller to Altuve. Throws across, one pitch, one away here in the bottom of the fourth.
Number 23.
Mattingly is 2 for 2, a single, a double, 2 runs, run batted in, one away here in the fourth. High and tight, ball 1. Milestone watch, he's 7 hits away from the magical 3,000 hit mark in this fictional universe. 2 balls and no strikes on Donnie Baseball. That's a lazy fly ball to right center field. Tapia is there. 2 away. Two flyouts for Chris Ramos. He is 0 for 2. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Leads the American League with 53 home runs. And it is a shallow fly ball to center field. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Montas. So after 4 innings of baseball, it's a 5-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Top of the 5th, Tapia leads off, 0 for 1.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the center fielder, Tapia.
Strike 1 at the knees. Just misses in the inside corner.
1-1.
Don't know if Eli agrees with the call. That's a deep fly ball, but it curling into the seats, out of play. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Tapia. Yanks it foul. Count will stay 1-2. Deep fly ball. That's nobody's getting that one. It's going to one hop over the fence. A ground rule double number 10 for Tapia. And there'll be a runner in scoring position and nobody out for the Red Sox here in the top of the 5th. Yep. So next up is Dylan Carson, 0 for 1. Line drive, it will be in there for a base hit. Strong throw will hold the runner at third, but this runner's at first and third now with nobody out for the Red Sox.
The left fielder, number 25,
Anthony Santander steps up, lined out in the third. Just misses. Tough strike zone from the home plate umpire. Swing and a miss, the curve, check out the slider, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pops him up behind home plate. Millo jumps out of his crouch, and there's 1 away. So 1 out now here in the top of the 5th. Next up is Brett Batty, who grounded out in the third. High strike. At the knees, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive, just foul. Count is 0-2 on Batty. High waist pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside off the plate. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at first, at third. Pops it up. This one time it is out of play. Late on the circle change, pops it upstairs behind plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yanks it, foul ball into the seats, and we'll do it again. Batty is battling. And that's a line drive. Cutting across, he makes the catch. Strong throw, but he's in there with a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Brett Batty. And the score is now 5-1. Nice play by LoCicero to cut across and make a catch. So there's 2 outs. Runner at first. Up steps the leadoff man, Altuve, for his 3rd plate appearance. It's 0 for 2. Line drive to right. It is a base hit. So Altuve's 1 for 3. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Al Kaline doubled in the 4th is 1 for 2. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider, strike 1. Chases a low curveball, count is 0-2. Kaline's hitting .323 with runners in scoring position. Jams him inside with the fastball, count remains 0-2. Just foul. Strike 3 called, outside corner side is retired. So they do score a run on the sacrifice fly, but after 4.5, it's a 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. They lead 5-1. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Michael O'Rourke steps up, 1 for 2 with a single. Inside off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball to Pujols. Takes it himself. 1 away. Jacob Salazar RBI single today. 1 for 1. That's a lazy fly ball the other way. Santander makes the catch. Quickly, there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, number 38.
So Benny LoCicero, RBI single, he's 1 for 2. Inside ball 1. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Early on that fastball, count is 1 and 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. Fouls it off just to stay alive. Count remains 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Side is retired. So after 5 innings of baseball, this is an official ball game. Knights lead by 4. 5-1. Let's go to the top of the 6th. Albert Pujols, check that. 1 for 2 with a single, steps up.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
Wraps it foul down the 3rd base line. Strike 1. Line drive through the hole in the vacated 2nd base spot because the shift was on. So he gets an opposite field hit. He's 2 for 3. Let's look at this. Had the 2nd baseman Ramos been playing in his normal 2nd base position, he would have caught that easily. So runner at first and nobody out for Gurriel Jr., who's 0 for 2. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. The slider count is 0 and 2. And that's a line drive single to center. 1st and 2nd and nobody out here in the 6th. So they are threatening.
Now batting,
He's been struggling the last couple of innings. Just nearly wiggled out of a jam in the 5th. Now he's got 2 runners on and nobody out in the 6th. So Wilson Contreras is up, struck out twice today. Outside corner, strike one. Fouls off the curveball, count is 0-2. Not hitting well with runners in scoring position. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Outside corner with circle change. Caught him looking, one away. Strikeout number 5 for Eli.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Come on, he says. Tapia is up. Runners at first and second, one away. Doubled. He's 1 for 2. High, deep drive down the left field line, curving into the seats. Strike one. 2 for 6 in this series. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, 2-1. Lazy fly ball to left. O'Rourke is there. 2 away. So Dylan Carson singled in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2. There's 2 outs here in the 6th. They need a big hit to get back in this game. Inside, ball 1.
1-0.
Line drive down the first base line. Strike 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hits it to Mattingly, scoops it, takes it himself, and they strand 2 runners. So, after 5.5, it's a 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. They lead 5-1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pitching here in the bottom of the 6th is Tristan McKenzie. He's 1-6 with a 6.80 earned run average. Leading off is Matthew Saps, 0 for 1. I think Matt Saps has a sac fly though.
Designated hitter, number 31.
And he pulls the curveball down the left field line. Slicing foul, strike 1. Outside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Saps. Pops it up in the infield. Batty in foul territory makes the catch, 1 away.
Now batting.
Next up is Matt Termini, who's officially 0 for 1. He did walk in the 2nd inning. Pitches low, ball 1. Marcus Walden, a right-hander, is warming in the Red Sox bullpen. Rolled over to Batty at 3rd. Throws him out. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Anthony Millo's 2 for 10 in this series. No hits today. Up for his 3rd plate appearance. Way out in front of the changeup, strike 1. It's been a tough season at the plate for Millo. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. This could bloop in there. Long run for the right fielder, and it does. It's a 2-out single for Anthony Millo. Bloop base hit to right center field.
Number 39.
So he's 1 for 3. Stepping in there is Max Lukulich, 5 for 13 in this series. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Runner leads off first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And he yanks it, hard line drive into the seats. Out of play, count is 0-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. Side is retired. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. The end of 6. It's the Bronx Knights 5, Boston Red Sox 1. So we will go to the top of the 7th. Anthony Santander steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Ramos is still out there.
Anthony Santander.
That's a deep drive, which at the last moment curves foul for a strike. 400-foot strike right there. Just missed another one. Count is 0-2 on Santander. Foul tip in the glove. Strikeout. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. That's strikeout number 6 for Eli Ramos.
Number 7.
Inside off the plate.
Baby.
So next up is Dylan Carson. No, Brett Batty, sorry. Sack fly and an RBI in today's game. High strike. Count is 0-1. Score is 5-0. Bronx Knights lead over the Boston Red Sox here in classic Yankee Stadium. Swing and a miss. Count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Eli Ramos on the mound. This is late August. He's 18-4, going for win number 19 to lead the league. Lines it down the left field line. Just foul. Count remains 0-2. Low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Classic Yankee Stadium, which was torn down in 2008 to make way for the new Yankee Stadium across the street. Line drive to Termini. Long throw. In time. 2 away. So, team ERA leaders. The Knights are second in the league with a 4.40. The Tampa Bay Rays, the only team with a better record in the American League than the Bronx Knights. They lead the league. So the lineup turns over for the Red Sox. Jose Altuve is 1 for 3 with a single. Checks the swing, but it's in there. Strike 1. Breaking ball just misses. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball floats in there. Count is 1-2. Off the plate, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. Late on the fastball. Out of play. So the count goes full, 3-2. Right fielder Al Kaline is on deck. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count will remain full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, 5-1 lead for the Bronx Knights. Misses, ball 4, and the inning will continue. 6 2/3, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts. Not a bad line. Right now he's in line for the win number 19, but we shall see, said the blind man. Al Kaline doubled in the 4th inning. He is 1 for 3. Lazy fly ball to left field. Long run for O'Rourke. He does not get there. So after 2 away, a walk and a hit puts 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. This is time to go to the bullpen, manager's office bullpen. We're going to go Carlos Estevez and Jesse Biddle to warm up in the bullpen. Very quickly, we're going to do a mound visit just to have a conversation to give them a time to get warm because he's got shit for energy. Albert Pujols stepping to the plate is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Outside corner, strike 1, 97 on the radar gun. Breaking ball in there. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Just misses inside. Count is 1-2. Ramos is approaching the century mark in pitches. This will be number 99. Ground ball to the first baseman, Mattingly. Fields it himself, steps on the bag, and the side is retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. It's the Bronx Knights 5, the Boston Red Sox 1. Bottom of the 7th. Up steps Don Mattingly, 2 for 3. 2 RBIs. He's 5 for 11 in this 4-game series. Game 3 of a 4-game set. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Don Mattingly was the 1985 American League Most Valuable Player for the New York Yankees. At the corner, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks his swing, 2-1. Second inning of work for Tristan McKenzie. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. The dangerous Chris Ramos is on deck. Late on the fastball, we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Mattingly. That's hit number 3 of the ball game. And they have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter, the second baseman, Chris Ramos.
Ground ball with eyes. So, Chris Ramos, the second baseman, steps to the plate. Today he is 0 for 3. However, he has 53 homers and 143 runs batted in. Both tallies lead the American League here with a month left to go. And that's a line drive base hit, and he's 1 for 4. So we have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Line drive the other way, golfed it. Next up is the left fielder, Michael O'Rourke. Mike's 1 for 3 with a single. Outside corner, strike 1. Michael has 32 homers and 103 RBIs. Would be tops on any other team. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hitting .331 with runners in scoring position. Out in front of the changeup, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners lead off first and second. Two and 2. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. One more ball and the bases are loaded. And that is a looping line drive to right center field, caught by Tapia. He's running. The throw to third is not in time. It's offline. So it's a productive out, as now there is a runner at third base and less than 2 outs. For Jacob Salazar, the shortstop, because there's an RBI single today, he is 1 for 2. Runners at first and third. Chases the high fastball, strike 1. Hitting .372 with runners in scoring position. So he's very comfortable with that runner over at third. Shallow fly ball. Tapia runs in, makes the catch, no advance. Runner at third doesn't have a lot of speed, so it's unfortunately he doesn't get the run home. So 2 away with runners at first and third, and now Matthew Saps, the DH, will need a hit to get that run in. He has an RBI single today. No, check that, I'm sorry. It's Benny LoCicero, the right fielder, who's up there. Outside, ball 1. High, ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's a line drive. It will be a 2-out base hit for Benny LoCicero. And the score is now 6-1, Knights lead. Clutch hit. See the replay. Come on. Oh, come on. You got to show the replay. Terrible. All right. In relief is Marcus Walden making his 56th appearance. His record is 3-2 with a 3.84 earned run average. He will deal with Matthew Saps. Sack fly and an RBI today. He's 0 for 2 officially. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. 6-1 ball game. Swings at the first pitch and skies it to right center field. Long run for Tapia, but he makes the catch to retire the side. So they get a run on the RBI by LoCicero. And at the end of 7 innings of play, it's a 5-run lead for the Bronx Knights. They lead 6-1. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. So, top of the 8th, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. singled in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. Eli Ramos, still out there. Outside corner, strike 1. It's going to be on a very short leash. That's pitcher number 100. Not going to push him much further. It's not like he's going for a shutout. That is a line drive to center field, but Lukalic is there. 1 away. Starter comparison. Frankie Montas versus Eli Ramos. As you can see, Ramos is winning this matchup easily. So, Wilson Contreras steps to the plate. 0 for 3 with the strikeout in the 6th. 1 out. In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
Circle change floats in there. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Line drive past the diving Salazar at short. And it's a 1-out single for Contreras. And that will probably be all for Eli. We will go to the bullpen here in the 8th. No reason to push him. So Tapia is up. Manager's office, bullpen. Let's go. So we have lefty, switch hitter, switch hitter. So we'll go with Jesse Biddle. Put him in the game. So standing ovation for Eli as the 50-year-old Don Mattingly, the manager of the Bronx Knights, takes the ball, and in comes Jesse Biddle. So 2-2 record, a 2.04 earned run average. It's been excellent this season. Comes to the mound. Tapia is 1 for 3. And that's a line drive towards the gap, right center field gap. Long run for both the center and left fielder. They will not get it. 1 hop to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is the runner. So it's going to be an RBI double for Ramel Tapia. And the score is now 6-2. Rude welcome for Jesse Biddle. So next up is Dylan Carson. He singled in the 5th. He's 1 for 3. It's a 4-run lead now, 6-2. At the knees, strike 1, 95 on the radar gun. That run will be charged to Eli's ERA. Swing and a miss out in front. Curveball. Count is 0-2. Line drive caught by Salazar at short. And there's 2 away. Hit it right on the nose, but right at the shortstop. Runner at third remains at third. So next up is Anthony Santander. He's 0 for 3. Runner at third, 2 away. Line drive to center. Back goes Lukalic. He makes the catch to retire the side. So they get a run, but after 7.5, the score is Knights 6, Red Sox 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Michael Feliz is on the mound. Before you go to Matt Termini, manager's office bullpen. Carlos is going to stop warming up. I'm going to sit him down. I'm going to warm up Dylan Betances just in case. Actually, let me just warm up Dylan Betances and Caleb Smith and just see what happens. Matt Termini leads off in the top of the 8th. Outlander! Welcome to the stream. Swings at the first pitch. Slow roller to Gurriel Jr. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Here, the 36-year-old closer, the Outlander, is going to be a free agent soon. Let me tell you, if I were to create a new Bronx Knights created franchise in MLB The Show 21, I can guarantee you Mike Outlander will be on the team. Don't worry. So, with 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th, up steps Anthony Millo. He's 1 for 3. Lazy fly ball to left. Santander makes the catch. 2 away. 2 quick outs here in the 8th.
Now batting.
Leadoff man Max Lukulich. 1 for 4 with a single. Steps up. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Feliz. And that's a line drive base hit up the middle. So he's 2 for 5. And he's unbelievably, he's going to second for no apparent reason. And the side is retired. So at the end of 8, it's Bronx Knights 6, Boston Red Sox 2. I've been here from the 3rd inning. 3rd was driving the. Well, thank you very much for your dedication to the stream. I'm glad that I can entertain you while in your car. I hope you weren't watching it. Don't get into a car accident on my account. So Jesse Biddle is pitching in his 2nd inning of relief here in the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Red Sox. They need 4 runs to tie. And that's a line drive, base hit to center. Cutting across is Lukulich. Big turn at first, but he will hold at first, like Lukulich should have in the bottom of the 8th, but did not. So it's a leadoff single for the Boston Red Sox here in the 9th. So, up steps Jose Altuve. 1 for 3 with a single, and that will be all for Jesse Biddle. The manager will go to the bullpen. He will sit down Caleb Smith. He will warm up John Smoltz just in case, and put in the setup man Dylan Betances. Let's put him in. So in relief with 2-3 record, 2.73 earned run average. He has 75 strikeouts and just under 53 innings pitched. He has been excellent this season. First man he will face is Altuve. And that's a line drive. Long drive over the head of O'Rourke. 1 hop to the wall. Tosses it back. He stops at 3rd, so it'll be 2nd and 3rd and nobody out here in the top of the 9th. 1 more base runner, and the Red Sox will bring the tying run to the plate in the 9th inning. That's basically Altuve saying to Betances, welcome to the baseball game. So next up is the right fielder Al Kaline. He's 2 for 4 with a double, 3 for 12 in this series with a home run. 2 runners on and nobody out. That's a lazy fly ball to center, but deep enough for a tag-up situation. And the score is now 6-3 on the RBI sacrifice fly by Al Kaline. The runner at 2nd moves to 3rd with 1 out. So Pujols is up. He has 2 singles. He's 2 for 4. In there, strike 1. Triple digits on the radar gun. 100 miles an hour. Pulls it foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Pujols, future Hall of Famer. Lazy fly ball the other way, but again deep enough for a sacrifice fly. LoCicero makes the catch, and heading home is the runner. So it's a 2-run ball game on the sac fly by Pujols, but now the bases are empty with 2 outs. Score is now 6-4. As Lourdes Gurriel Jr. steps to the plate, we go to the bullpen and bring in the closer, John Smoltz, to get the final out of this contest. Hall of Famer for the Atlanta Braves is starter, Hall of Fame reliever, someday a Hall of Fame broadcaster, no doubt. It's 4-1. He has 25 saves and a 3.46 earned run average. He just needs to get one more out, starting with Gurriel Jr. Inside corner, strike one. The fans are on their feet. Swing and a miss at the slider, and the Red Sox are down to their final strike. Lazy fly ball the other way. LoCicero is there. He makes the catch. Side retired. Ball game over. Bronx Knights win 6-4. So they've won 2 out of 3 in this 4-game set at Yankee Stadium against the Red Sox. That's win number 89 on the season. I believe they're 89-46. That's good for first place. They started the game 15 games over. Good game. Thank you, Outlander. Much appreciated. 19th win of the game for Eli Ramos, going for the Cy Young Award, obviously. And we'll do this the right way. Bronx Knights, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Boston Red Sox, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Like I said before, Eli Ramos was the winner. He's 19-4. Frankie Montas has the loss. John Smoltz gets save number 26. And the player of the game is Don Mattingly, 3 for 4 with a double and 2 runs batted in. He is your player of the game. And that was a broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robbin. It is my intention to play every inning of every game of a 162-game created franchise. No skipping innings, no simulating games. Every single game up to this point is on YouTube. This was game number 135 of 162 and beyond. I hope to see you again for another game in the future. Probably later on today, in an hour or two, I will be back on for game number 136. I hope to see you again. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great evening.